Hey everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, another edition. Our guest today, Newburyport's own Alex Anthony.
I'm looking forward to the weekend. Once my coffee is finally gone. Who'd have known I'd feel so defeated? I feel I'm losing on my own. I can't go back to how we were. I used this blanket, worn out fat. Even though you still don't care, kept my demons stuck in jail. My heart's been bleeding. I brought my eyes to the sunrise. It had seen a star-bent boy, a million miles from my destination. It had seemed right, keeping me warm. We can't go back to how we were. A useless blanket, worn out fat. Even though you still don't care, kept my demons stuck in jail. My heart's been beating. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'll always be alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'm better off alone. Held my hand on our way home. The tunnel's end felt rather close. You let me go, just like the weekend. Just as soon as I needed you most. We can't go back to how we were. So complicated for what it's worth. Even though the signature kept my demons stuck in jail, my heart's been beating. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'll always be alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'm better off alone.
Woo! Alex Anthony, Job Afternoon Drive. Welcome back, my friend. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Sounding great. You've been working a whole lot lately. You keeping that voice in check?
Yeah, sort of. hanging by a string right now.
It's hard, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
You're playing out literally every night these days, it seems
Pretty
like.
much. Sometimes I start doubles next month, so I'll be at Bernie's.
Do I need to start managing you? I get a workload, work management.
Yeah, pretty much, actually. Yeah. But no, it's going to be more like weekend heavy stuff, and I'll have a few days off. But starting in May, I'll be doing Bernie's at the patio in Hampton.
Nice.
11 to 3, and then I'll go right over to the Goat in Hampton and play 7 to 11.
So wow,
So
double bills.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's pretty cool. So the other day I played Sunday night at the Goat in Hampton, and actually these people showed up, never seen them before in my life, and they looked at me and they said, "Play Million Miles." Oh. And I said, "My Million Miles? The song I just played?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay."
How about that?
Sure.
How about that? That's what you want.
That's exactly. It's the best feeling. It's better than any request for
That is a great
cover.
song.
Yeah, thank you.
When'd you write that?
I wrote that right first year into COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Bring that baby out more often, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start requesting that now. I'm gonna bring signs every time I see you for that one. Well, that's nice. So you've never did they give you a story? Did you get to follow up with them where they were from?
No, not really. I said she found the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So
there are people out there that are pretty good. I find on the that like to go out there and search the live music scene, and they'll try to pick artists, and if they hear something that just catches their ear, they'll go find them and do that sort of thing.
Typically, the best media for us musicians is when the venues,
you mean
the
here?
restaurants.
You're going to say here, this show?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, the extension of the
Keep going. Sorry.
the literal, quite literal word of media. When the restaurants or venues post and advertise for you. These places have anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 followers. People that really want to know what's on the menu.
Yep.
So when they see, oh, who's this guy? Oh, they got this guy playing. Let's see if we like him. Should we go? What's he going to play? What's he sound like?
Yeah.
That is actually one of the best things I wish restaurants would do.
It's huge,
more.
right?
Yeah, it really is.
Even like little things. I remember, I think I may have told you this. Maybe I haven't told you. I think I told you. My dad was a wedding band growing up, and that's what he did for 35 years out of high school. And I remember him telling me a story. For whatever reason, this stuck with me. He played this place on Route 1 for like 20 years, like almost a regular Thursday night, almost every Thursday night.
Yeah.
And it went to new ownership. And they kept him playing there. But instead of advertising the band on Route 1, which, yes, was like a free advertisement for the band, whatever, the band will be here Thursday night, the new owners decided to say, we're going to advertise the chicken parmesan or the special of the day. And they're like, why would I give you the free advertisement? And he was like, it was like killer.
That was the guy's logic. He
Yeah.
said, why would I give
you guys the free advertisement when I'm trying to get my... Because people are probably going to come see for the band rather than come for your eggplant. But I don't want to offend you.
You can get a good chicken parmesan almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Can you get a good band? They know the band when you're driving by. Oh, that's more incentive for them to go there and have the chicken palm. You don't go for the chicken palm for the band. You go for the band.
I know these things. I don't know why it stuck with me so much. Probably because it was so just...
What restaurant is this? Can you throw them under the table?
I can tell you afterwards.
Okay.
I do know the name.
All right.
Yeah. Throw them under the table.
Never playing there. I don't like what you did to Drew's dad. Blacklisted.
You did fine, but it was just, I don't know. It always stuck with me, that story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to advertise you. I'm going to advertise our chicken palm.
Yeah. Well, glad you're paying us to play here.
Yeah.
Not advertising us. That's
That's fantastic. But it is important to have these places. The moral of this story, it's important to have the backing of these places.
100%.
Do you pretty much, I know you play a lot of different places, but do you try to keep it to like are you kind of selective about your spots? Like, I want to play places that are good to me, that I just aren't pains in the neck.
100%.
Yeah.
I have an interesting story. It's a good segue into our beach jam conversation.
Oh, yes. That's going to be a big focus of this, actually.
We had a little bit of, I don't want to say.
Oh, I like it when you make that face. You're usually going to give me something good.
Yeah, this is a juicy nugget. We had somebody complain about something that we were doing for this year's beach jam, and I heard they called the town.
Oh.
So it quite threatened, the whole balance of possibly having them.
All right. So long story short, Alex has been playing the. Can we say it?
Yeah,
we can say it.
We can say it now.
Okay, it's fair.
I mean, at first it was,
secret.
It was secret because it was kind of a underground, breaking the COVID regulation thing. But for everybody out there, it was outside and spread out in open air.
So during the pandemic,
Yeah.
Alex has friends that live on Plum Island, and they love Alex, and they would hire him to come play the beach. So literally, people would be at the beach all day, safe, outside, fresh air, all that good stuff, good pandemic activity, and they would just turn the chairs around rather than looking at the water. Now you're looking at a band. And
Much better view.
They would have much better view. and they would do this thing that you guys call it Beach Jam, which is the coolest summertime thing in the world. Cool Newburyport thing. It's on Plum Island.
Yep.
And it's just a cool local thing.
Year 3.
So literally, it's still not going to be out of the pandemic, I guess, but hopefully breaking out of this thing. But it was a pandemic creation that has been a cool thing.
Yeah.
And so, all right, so it's still going. Now it's not a secret.
Now it's not a secret. And so basically, to answer your point about how selective are you of your gigs, I have so much work now that, if somebody gives you a hard time or, something, rubs you the wrong way, I don't need to do it. No skin off my back.
Yep.
You go along with doing what you got to do. I'll go along with doing what I got to do.
Right.
And said person might have jeopardized Beach Jam, in which now, after that, I will no longer play at your venue.
Wow. And they've lost you forever.
They have lost me forever.
There you go.
So that's the way it goes.
Do I get this person's name after the show?
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you all the details after. But yeah, it's a trade. It's a trade. I'm an independent contractor, and just like when a plumbing and heating company is super busy in the winter, and you want to complain to them about them not getting there on time because they're busy, and they say, well, go to somebody else because we have plenty of work. And we'll give you some references too if you want. But it's the balance of the trade.
Nice. Beautiful guitar, by the way. It just caught my eye again.
I finally got that one back. It's been getting cleaned up for a few months, but
it's nice.
Yeah.
Here, hold it for a second. Let's get the whole view there. What's the? Oh, that's very nice. Look at that thing. Hold it up. Is that on the camera there, Sarah? We got that. We got the. Oh, it looks good. Nice.
I'll sell it to you for $10,000.
Is that all?
So
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What do you write most of your songs on that thing? Will you? I mean, because how some people will sit down at a piano or whatever. I mean, guitar.
You know what I would say is I write. You always get more inspired to write a song when the guitar's got new strings. It's nice and set up.
Is that right?
Yeah. If you have like your guitar that you've been playing for like 2 weeks straight, you haven't changed the strings, maybe the action's a little high, like you go home, you don't feel like playing it. You pick up like a nice new guitar, it's inspiration.
Yeah.
Or if somebody just set it up, I got it set up at JC's in Beverly. Guy does really, really great.
Is that
work.
the one you were getting the night No, wait, you were doing a speaker that night.
Yeah.
I tried to get you to go see Montbleu, Ryan Montbleu.
Yeah.
That night.
Yeah, that
It was a speaker night? You were getting a speaker or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe it was a guitar. Can't remember. He was great. Big fan of his.
A speaker.
Probably a speaker.
Yeah.
I'm a big Montbleu guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You got any shows? How do you go to shows, man? You're playing every night.
Going to John Mayer tonight.
Are you really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Tuesday night is a beautiful thing for a show.
I'm a little bitter about that because I had to get up early today because we were short-staffed.
Yeah.
Because half our team went to John Mayer last night.
Oh.
I didn't get to be a part of Team John Mayer.
Well,
So I'm back
took one for the team.
Took one for the team.
Yeah.
What can you do? I heard it was great.
You just hold it over their heads in the future, and then you play that card later on when you want to go somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see you when I go to see Dave Matthews on my Tuesday night. New Hampshire in a couple months.
Yeah.
So you have a random Tuesday night off, and you're still going to be at a music show. You're all in on music.
All in on music. I got to see John Mayer. I saw him with Dead and Company.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's not the real John Mayer experience.
Yeah.
So.
Big fan
of
John Mayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Where the Light Is live album.
Yeah.
After that, there's a couple gems in there, but I mean, he's self-admittedly knows that.
Yeah.
So
he's such a talent, though.
he is unbelievable.
Great player.
I had this realization the other day, and this isn't objective. This is just my opinion. I thought about this, and I thought to myself, the best musicians I've ever met were cover musicians, and the best songwriters I've ever met weren't the best musicians.
Interesting.
And John Mayer is one of those that is outside that anomaly.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of one that when he started off was not only a brilliant songwriter, but also a great musician. Now you look at Bob Dylan. He's a great songwriter. Yeah. He's not the greatest musician.
Right. I always thought Mayer had the total package too. The only thing about him, and I think he would admit this too, is just he became such, like it would have been interesting to see if and he still could. He's a young man still, but he could just like a little bit more, it's very poppy writing, it's girls, it's.
A lot of them do that though. Like,
true.
Jason Mraz,
yeah.
He broke on the scene with The Remedy, like what was it, 2004. Strictly pop song, wrote that.
Yeah.
Then written by 5 other people, 5 other producers. Yeah. But that's the one it's your bread and butter. But then if you go listen to him at Live at Jabba Joe's, it's all this really showcases who he is as a musician and as a writer. And, 80% of the songs on the album aren't popular at all, but they're just phenomenal. They're like Ryan Montbleu-ish, like kind of like poetic, songs that were just taken from a poem and putting into music. Yeah. And I mean, so that's why I don't blame John Mayer. Like I try to kind of do the same thing as how can we pump out some of these like pop songs, easy listening songs, and then
Yeah.
Save the fun ones for us.
No, it's true. It's definitely. I mean, it's clearly a strategy that's worked. Well, this came up actually in the last show with your buddy Russell Six, who had lovely things to say about you. I didn't realize you guys grew up on the same street.
Rivals, huh?
Rival. Yeah, you watched that show, did you?
I texted him. I'm like, "What's up, rival?"
Rival. Well, yeah. Well, I tried to quell that and say rivalry's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I shouldn't say rivalry.
Yeah. No.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, we grew up on the same street.
That is fun. That's a lot of talent for one street.
Yeah. Well, Dan 6'2", his older brother,
Yeah.
who's phenomenal. He's the reason. His older brother's the reason why I picked up guitar.
Is that right? Oh, I didn't hear.
He was over my house. I was 16. He left his guitar over my house.
That was it?
And then I was like, oh, how does this work? And I was like, oh, Bush, glycerine.
Yeah.
Next thing you know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow, small world. So that actually came up, the whole great writers not being the best musicians. I brought up John Lennon. And I always remember, because I always loved John Lennon's writing. And like solo stuff too, like without the Beatles, I used to love John Lennon.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not a great guitar player, but he would say, and he knows that. And I remember in an interview, he said, I know I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world, but for me, I can make it scream, which I thought was just I was like, that's a cool way of saying it.
That is a cool way. Yeah. John Lennon's another one where great early Beatles stuff with his rock and roll voice.
Yeah.
But when he breaks it down, I'm sorry. It's not great. I'm a Paul McCartney guy.
Yeah.
And I also think he's the more talented musician when it comes to
We don't
writing.
have to fight about it.
No. But I'm agreeing with you. I think it makes the point.
Yeah. The Paul John thing. It's funny. Everybody felt like I don't know. Because I love Paul too. It's not, but just John's solo stuff for some reason for me, I liked a little bit. But are you saying the Dylan too? Because when you're comparing the different singing voices,
Dylan just talks with style. It's just how I started off.
Yeah. I do so admire just his "I don't care."
Yeah.
What you think attitude though.
But brilliant writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just had a museum dedicated to him today. They opened it up in was it Tulsa, the Bob Dylan Museum.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think his catalog is worth the most too. I just heard.
Yeah, probably.
Something
Well, because he's wrote so many songs for other people too.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets like the credit on that big Adele hit there, "Make You Feel My Love."
Yeah, I do that one too. Yeah. And I always throw people for a loop because they're like, "Oh, he's playing Adele." I'm like, "Actually, that's a Bob Dylan song."
Yeah.
Old timer.
Old timer. Wagon. That's right. Hey, old timer.
Yeah.
Wagon Wheel.
Wagon
is
Wheel.
credited to Dylan.
Yep.
Bet you didn't know that, kids. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. I know you have one more for us today. You got another original for us?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
All right.
What's it gonna be?
I'll do my favorite.
Your favorite?
My favorite.
Do I know your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Again, Alex Anthony joining us here. Website for you or anything for people to go find you?
Alex Anthony Band. You'll see all my shows there. AlexAnthonyBand.com.
Yeah, there's a lot of reading because he's playing every night.
Right, exactly. And then plus, at Alex Anthony Band on Instagram. Followers help out tremendously. So, appreciate you.
Insta Life, very good. How is the band doing? He's a solo artist, but he also has the Alex Anthony Band, just to clarify.
Band's doing great. We said, we got the beach jams coming up. We got some Bernie's, big stage. Mm-hmm. Really excited about those. So.
Oh, before you play too, I wanted, because I might forget this if I come out of this thing and talk to you. Mm-hmm. What a great little show you put on there at the Irish St. Patrick's Day bash, whatever the hell.
Joe Kessler on violin.
Yeah, I was so much fun, man, with the fiddle.
Yeah.
At the tab. Help me with the place.
Port Tavern.
Port Tavern. Thank you. I always want to say the Port Side, but that's a different place.
Yeah.
The Port Tavern. Sorry. Yeah. That was a fantastic. And actually, funny story that you don't know. My cousin, who I was there with that night, after we finally got in, he had a line out the door. My cousin who was there, we were dancing around so much that it became a meme.
Oh, you're a meme now?
I'm not. My video of my cousin became a meme. My cousin dancing with the fiddle. I'll show it to you after. It's
with the fiddle?
With the fiddle.
I gotta see this.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's like my favorite. It's became a whole thing with the cousins now. We just use it for everything.
Can we incorporate it into our video today? Just put it at the end.
I don't know. See, I didn't even make the meme. My cousin had to help me do it. But
right.
I will show it to you, and then we'll see where technology can take us. I will see what Sarah says later. But I don't know what the technology can do. I'm not great at it. I just talk to people, okay? Sarah does the hard work.
Fair enough.
Sarah Blackstone producing the show today. Thank you as always, Sarah. You're the best. Alex Anthony, what are we playing?
No superheroes.
All right, No Superheroes by Alex Anthony on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Take it away, my friend.
Here's an old tune that I'm not meant to sing for all. Not the one it's about. In this life I'm not cut out. To the one who works the most, rides a train to get back home. How she does it I don't know, but she's doing it all alone. There ain't no superheroes in this world, but I know a girl. She stands about 5 feet tall, got her head on straight, and she's seen it all. There ain't no movie screens or billboard ads that you'd see her on, but I can't help thinking about her every time I see that. Every time I see that. In a cab to take a plane, go across USA. Just a dream of a 10-year-old with the music in her soul. Part of me thinks that I'm growing up way too fast. Gotta do it like she does. Turn your head and don't look back. There ain't no superheroes in this world, but I know a girl. She stands about 5 feet tall, got her head on straight, and she's seen it all. There ain't no movie screens or billboard ads that you see her on, but I can't help thinking that she's bigger than that, bigger than that. She said, here's a souvenir for you. Don't forget me when I'm gone. I said I know now. There ain't no superheroes in this world, but I know you, girl. She stands about 5 feet tall, got her head on straight, she's seen it all. Now you're on movie screens and billboard ads everywhere I go, but I can't help thinking about you every time I see that. Every time I see that souvenir you gave to me, with a simple kiss on the cheek. Don't forget about me.
Hey, Alex Anthony on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Live from the Newburyport studios here. Hope you're all doing well out there. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Sarah Blackstone, producing today. Sounding good, man. This is a... so you're going to John Mayer tonight.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show, first of all. But how do you... what do you usually do on an off day? Like, is this unusual for you? Do you even know what to do on off days? You're working so much?
Off day is, I'm a little bit more motivated to respond to emails, contracts, get the guys. Like, before I was coming here, I was updating the calendar, making sure they have all the information.
Business day?
Yeah, business day. Because if on the days I have to play, I just don't want to do anything that has to do with it. Except just play that night.
And you still made time for Drew.
Yeah, of course.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I love chatting.
One of my favorite things to do during the Celtics season is watch your Twitter feed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you like to, critique the team. I know you're a big Celtics fan. Celtics making a playoff run.
Truth bringer.
You're a truth bringer. Okay. I'm sorry. I tried to keep a straight face on that one. Yeah, you have a good rivalry with a friend of mine, Adam Kaufman, actually, which is nice. Yeah, who we tried to get. I think maybe we roped him into a beach jam.
He said yes.
He did say yes.
This is a colleague of yours, and let's see if he's a man of his word.
Let's see what I can do. I know he's got 3 kids at home and a wife.
It's perfect for beach jam.
Oh, bring them all? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're morning people, but I think what you do is you take the day off. I think you just go all in.
See, I feel like I'm back into one of my arguments debates with Adam right now.
Yeah.
So then you say, oh, you're a morning person. Well, I'd say, well, it's 6 to 9. It's not a late one. I can go back and forth all day.
Well, you can't get mad at me. I go to my fair share of beach jams.
No, I know you do.
I'm out and about.
Right.
But this is about Adam.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So anything, I mean, if you would like to have a second to peer pressure him, you can call him out if you'd like.
Oh, yes. Adam, I'd like to see you there.
You demand it. You can
I
demand
it. But no, I don't want to sound like that because I'm sure he has his completely different perception of who I am by my tweets. And if he met me, he'd be like, oh, okay, I see now.
I was trying to think because I've jokingly jumped into conversations you guys have on Twitter. And I don't think, because he works from home now, and I really don't see him that much.
Right.
Same industry. We work together, but we really don't. So I don't know if I don't think he's ever actually asked me like, who is this guy that keeps coming at me on Twitter?
No, we have an understanding. I mean, that's why I like him opposed to a lot of the other writers, beat writers.
Have an understanding.
No, I mean, there's a lot of, all right, this is a tough sports town, and I think that Celtics media is a little bit too ingrained in the history of the team in which they stand on laurels. And there's a point where the voices, these media peoples, that's why I think Dan Shaughnessy does such a great job, which you've had on this show. He calls it out, and he calls it out as it is. A lot of the writers, the Corralises of the world, the Kevin Smith, I think his name is Keith Smith. Like, there's a lot of positivity. There's never like accountability in the Celtics world. And one of the things I like about Adam is at least when he's being overwhelmingly positive, he's at least responding and backing it with statistics, and I feel like he's very well tapped into the whole thing, obviously because he is in the position that he's in. But there's a lot of topics where one being Marcus Smart, in which that there's never a negative tweet about him, and it's maddening because it's like, wow, does he never have a bad game? In which I feel necessary to highlight the negatives that nobody.
So I swear I've seen you do this while I know you're working. Like Celtics games are on, and
oh yeah, I'll have to get it in. It's
something has caught your eye while you're on stage with the Celtics game on, maybe in the background.
If you're a fan of Alex Anthony band or music, I encourage you not to follow me on Twitter. Because it is a guilty pleasure. It's an outlet for me in which that I cannot speak the things that I could speak on Facebook or Instagram.
I do notice you send people to Instagram and not Twitter. That's funny.
If I ever got famous on a national level, I would immediately have to delete that Twitter account.
I love that so much. That is fantastic. Well, anyway, we'll hope they get through this series, and hopefully they go on to bigger and better things. I know you're a diehard Celtics fan. So.
Diehard.
Is it hard? Because I mean, you do have to play a lot during the season. Like, is it? I know that's like a musician's pet peeve is like having the games on when people.
Last night was a drag.
You had to play. Oh man, yeah.
It's a drag.
Yeah.
Like the TV. Well, luckily I had the TV right to my right. But and I don't blame people.
Yeah.
I don't blame people. I mean, I'm just as interested in too. And
it's kind of tough scheduling, right?
It is.
It's almost like they should change that up or something.
It kind of took a little bit of the, I don't know what you say.
The luster off the night.
Luster. That's of the like sports for me. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, great playoff game.
Yeah.
But
people are going to be distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I'm like, oh God, why can't we have this a little earlier? Why can't we move this around?
More places should do that. Why don't more places be like, you know what? There's an 8:00 Celtics game. Why don't we have the artists in from 6 to 8? Wouldn't that make sense?
I don't want to. I could.
This is a whole bigger
Speculation. My initial speculation is just consistency.
Yeah.
People want to know, keep when it's going to be there every time and
I get it.
and I respect that. I actually do respect that. People that start to abuse that and start moving things around too much. Yeah.
I'm not just here for you.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I always say about you. I think you're one of the more electric performers out there.
Ooh.
And don't be so surprised, will you? Come on.
I like that. I'm gonna add that to the resume.
Yeah, there's gonna be a quote
It's going on my Twitter page.
where nobody will. Exactly. Where no fans of yours should see it.
Yeah, except for WBZ team.
That is too funny. But you were fantastic. Take care of yourself. I get worried about you playing too much.
I appreciate it.
Don't want any injuries.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans out there? See you at Beach Jam.
See you at Beach Jam,
a good
May
take.
19th, Thursday, 6 p.m.
Can you strum something fun for us to go out? I like fun stuff when we go out. When's the first one?
May 19th, I believe, that's the
So
Thursday.
is that like the official count of spring?
I don't know if that's even...
Well, I mean, I think we're in spring, but I'm going to count that as the official first day of spring for us.
Yeah?
I think so. I don't know. Hasn't felt that warm yet, right?
No, it's been awful.
It's been windy.
I just got back from Key West, and this is not what I wanted to walk into.
Oh, yeah. You get the little tan going there. That's right. I forgot you went away. How was Key West? Fun?
Yeah, it was great. I played 7 straight days, 4 hours a day. But it doesn't get boring because the people just are so engaged and you're loud. And you're only as good as you are loud. That's another thing, venues. If you don't want your musician to be loud, then you shouldn't have music.
Interesting. You do play loud. I like that about you.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know what? That's why, when you go in, if there's a game on, it's not about the game. You better be paying attention to this guy. It's an attention getter. It's electric.
I had a vocal coach once, and the best thing he ever taught me, and this is a guy who's coached Steve Tyler, Pink, and several other people, Gary Sharon for Extreme, and he told me singing and music is like a bicycle. If you're riding that bike slow and you hop off, that bike's going to fall right over. If you got a lot of speed and you hop off, the bike's going to run on its own English for a little while. It's the same concept with music. If you're going slow and quiet, it's going to fall over. It's going to fall flat. You get it going, you sing loud, you sing powerful, you play loud. It's going to go on itself, and it's going to go well.
And now you know what to expect if you go see Alex Anthony live. There you go.
Let's go.
There it is. All right, play me a little something. Sarah Blackstone, thank you. Appreciate it. This has been Alex Anthony, a big friend of the show. We always enjoy having Alex on. Pleasure as always. My name is Drew Moholland. Have a good weekend, everybody. This was a fun week. Live at Drew's house. Alex Anthony, great job as always. Peace.